right, Nicole Richardson. I am so honored to have her here. Nicole has been a friend of mine from childhood, and now she's also my fit coach. And then we grew up to find out that I guess we married friends, and so we go way, way, way back. But we didn't come here for all that. Today we really came on because I wanted to, it's important that we are approaching the holiday season, and we want to know what we are putting in our bodies and to make sure that we don't pig out. And January, everybody is running around trying to figure out how am I going to lose this weight, all right? But before we get there, of course, Nicole didn't all start it up. It just didn't start like that. And I want her to start off of where it all began. You know, how did she get into fitness? How did she get into all this health thing? How did she become so passionate about it? Because, you know, we see the success, but there is a story behind the success. So welcome, Nicole.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nicole looks lovely, absolutely stunning tonight. So Nicole, let us know, how did it all begin?
I think, well, I was always active in sports, but my passion for fitness grew after I met my husband. We were dating at the time, and of course I was just trying to be this girlfriend that's just getting in there and trying to be, you know, just a perfect little girlfriend. And he was into working out and going at the gym, and so I got into that, working out with him. And after I started working out with him, I started to fall in love with the way my body was changing a little bit. We got into looking into supplements, the nutrition part of it, and then we went ahead and after we got married, we got into the business aspect of it. We opened up a supplement store, which was Vitamin City, and I think that store introduced a lot of people into fitness. And so we had that for a while. A lot of supplements, selling people what they can use to go ahead and get their body fat down, maybe to get their iron levels up, all kinds of different stuff. We did an array of supplements, but we found more people had issues with their weight. And so for us, it was about helping persons feel better about themselves, lose that weight, just feel good, more energy, more just happy to get up, being able to play with their kids. I would say feel like they're going to live longer, feel like it's worth living. And so we got into that more, learned more about nutrition, and here I am today. We eventually strayed away from the supplements, and I'm all about teaching women, especially Caribbean women, because we love starches. We love macaroni, peas and rice, plantains, all that stuff. And so for me, it's all about teaching you how to live a healthy lifestyle while still enjoying the foods that you love.
Right. So Nicole, I remember when, before I joined after I joined the boot camp, I think there was a time when I wanted to know really what struck you, because you went off to school.
Yeah. You
went off to college and you did not study fitness.
No, I studied finance, banking and finance. I do have a bachelor's degree in that. However, obesity hits near to home for me.
Yes.
My father was 6'1", over 300 pounds. And for me, I found that from a child, I was constantly worried about his weight. So indirectly, I think it was my calling, because I'm not doing anything to do with finance, anything to do with banking up to this day. And I found that this is what I got love. I found this is my true love, helping people feel better about themselves. My dad died of a heart attack at home. I was in college. I wasn't into being fit and healthy or any of that thing back then. I did, however, found that when I went in a different environment, it was not the same home cooked mama meal. So it was now me having to eat and take care of myself. And so in college, I was clueless about what's good for me, what nutrition and all of that. And I instantly they say the freshman 15, I think I put on the freshman 20.
Wow.
And so I was good and chunky. The first time I came home from school, everybody's reaction was like, oh my God, look at you, you put on so much weight. And that damaged me. Mentally, I still had this small image in my mind of what I looked like. And so when I would see myself on a picture, it literally broke my heart, because I just saw this little chipmunk. I'm already short, and so my face and my cheeks were fat, and it literally made me depressed. And I said to myself, I have to do something about this. I don't want to feel like what I'm feeling now. I don't want to have to be constantly worried about my health, like how I worried about my father's health. And so my biggest fear was that he would have a heart attack and die, and that's exactly what happened.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. Send some love across the screen for Nicole. I mean, this is fake talk. We know we have this every week.
Right.
We have this every week. It's okay.
Not supposed to
No,
happen.
but that's okay. It was not supposed to happen, but I mean, you're letting it out because everyone sees Nicole out there, and Nicole is doing very well out there. I mean, she's trailblazed in the fitness area, but people don't understand where it all started. And for me, you know, I wanted to know, like, what got Nicole into this fitness thing? Why is she so passionate? And when she shared the story with me that her father passed away and she was a daddy's girl and she took that kind of personal, I was like, okay, you know, I understand why she wants to make sure that no one else suffers from that, including herself. And so, you know, if the tears roll, that's fine, Nicole. Everybody's showing Nicole all kind of love. Nicole likes to be all the time, all right?
Yes.
So, but it's fake talk, and it happens every week. It happens every week, but that's purpose. And so, you know, instead of sitting in the bank, you decided that you're going to make sure that other people's lives are not, you know, hindered or damaged by obesity and all of that stuff. Now, Nicole, talk to me. You have a boot camp thing that I was a part of. Well, I'm still a part of that, and the eating thing. You've had people that came to the boot camp that was dealing with diabetes and hypertension and all that stuff. Talk to us a little bit about that, because I want people to understand how important it is when you put things in your body, because all of these things come up. I'm talking about sugar. All of these things happen because of what we eat.
Correct. We are what we eat. Like everyone says, like, well, the thing about it is what you eat in private shows out in public on your body.
Yes.
And so generally I find that people just don't know what to eat. A lot of times what we think is healthy, it's not healthy. And a lot of times the portions that we're eating, okay, we may say, all right, sweet potato is good, and okay, so I'm going to have maybe some type of meat, some protein. Let's say they're having pork chop, for example, and they have some sweet potato, and they say they want a little bit of corn, or however it goes. Most of the times, the sweet potato is like, so it's overloaded on their plate, and so the portion sizes are out of control, and so they would end up eating more than what they should be eating. You will find that a lot of persons who have issues with their weight, they would say, I don't understand why I'm gaining so much weight because I don't hardly eat. But that's exactly what's happening. When you do not eat, you actually slow your metabolism down, which means that you're burning less fat and you tend to put on weight. And so when you finally do eat, it's going to go ahead and turn to fat. And so when it comes to, I think especially with us Bahamian women, because we are always we're in the kitchen and we're cooking these meals that we're used to, our parents cooking and everything like that. And you know, back in the day, you have these diseases that you're not aware of, and you don't understand why people are dying and all of that. But it's because we're just carrying on mama's tradition, cooking with lard, cooking with all the bacon, all the fat, all the things that are just not healthy. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a foodie, I'm a natural foodie, and so I don't believe in go ahead and cutting my clients off cold turkey and having them eat just green beans and tilapia. That's not where I get my success from. And so I find that I'm able to bond with my clients by allowing them to eat the things that they like, but then we have portion control, and we are able to control what we're eating, and we are real people, so we know that sometimes we have a wedding, we have a party, we just don't feel like being healthy today, and it happens. Like this week, for example, I was saying, okay, I'm gonna go on Kiki's show, so I probably maybe should try to be extra decent this week, Nicole.
Right.
And I was doing good all last week until today, and I said I don't want any healthy food, John. Then take me to KFC.
Oh wow!
And I had some KFC today, and so it tasted really good too.
I know.
But it's not.
I know.
But it's not. Yeah, it was yummy. But it's not something that I practice having on a regular basis. Or if I have it, I'm gonna have the chicken, and then I wouldn't have the fries and still have the bread and all of that.
Right.
And a lot of times I find what works for me is when I go out to restaurants, I just use my judgment. If I'm out to dinner, then I just try to eat smart. So I don't load up my plate with carbohydrates, which is anything that pretty much is in meat and fruits and vegetables. Anything like grits, rice, potatoes, things like that is carbohydrates. The body uses that as an energy source. So that means that if you're not burning off that energy, it has no other choice but to turn into fat.
Wow.
So it's a little complicated, and it's a lot of stuff that you have to learn. But I find that I have had success with my clients simply because I allow them to live and be themselves and take it one day at a time. And we go with portion control, and we go ahead and we still eat the things that we like. Teaching you how to live healthy and eat the things that you like.
Right. So Nicole, talk to me, because today now somebody's asking a question. What about drinks and alcohol?
Okay. For me personally, I myself, and I tell my clients, if you're going to drink alcohol, you want to try to stay away from the sweet stuff. I mean, the girly stuff, even though it tastes good, it's loaded with calories. It's going to go straight
like
to your
Baileys
belly.
and...
Yes, all the Baileys and the peach schnapps. What else is there? I personally drink vodka, gin, and anything whiskey, things like that. Usually with club soda. If I'm being a bad girl, I would have it with like ginger beer, but that still has a lot of sugar. Soda has a lot of sugar, and so anything that's girly, the sweet stuff, anything that tastes good, the cosmopolitans, the martinis, all of the what that green one, mojitos, all those stuff, they are loaded with sugar.
Wow.
So unfortunately, it's not that you can't have them, but you want to have it in moderation. If you're going to sit there the whole night, you're going to be drinking the mudslides and stuff, you might as well forget it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just want to read something so Nicole can see, because we are talking and I don't want the comments to go up. But Sunshine, I can't get the names good, but she said, love you, Nicole. Techie says, it's okay, mother. Ronnie242 says, R.I.P. Daddy Frank, love you, girl. Sid Major says, Cole, best trainer ever. The Sunshine, I think that's right. She says, yes, the best trainer ever. Richenda says, best ever. Hashtag mother. Miss Triple M, Keisha says, she got a soft side. Candace Monroe says, best trainer ever. Nakia says, Nicole, Richie changed lives for the better.
Thank you.
Oh boy, the comments are coming in. So she answered about the alcohol. JW Blue and Tonic.
That's Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker Blue and
That's
Tonic.
the strong stuff, but it's pretty good.
It's okay. So
yeah, it's
someone
okay.
can have that.
It's okay, yeah.
All right. So let's talk today, Nicole, about what's trending today. As of late, I noticed that a lot of people lack discipline. And before they would say, well, let me cook my meals and let me work out a little bit, they would go for the quick fixes. I'm talking about plastic surgery, and I want to use myself as an example. Before I came to you, I paid some many years ago to have a tummy tuck because I was told that my tummy will never go back to what it was before.
Right.
But I came to you, and my tummy went back in the back. I mean, I got my abs back and everything. Talk to me about quick fixes and why, why should people not jump to let that be the first resort?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? The only time I recommend surgery is if you've had extreme weight loss.
Yes.
And you have the excess skin, because there are some things that surgery just can't fix. If you've had extreme weight loss and your skin is cringed up and all of that, there's no amount of creams or anything that's going to fix that. The thing about it is, I don't really knock plastic surgery.
That's
but
right.
The issue is that if you do not become disciplined before you have the surgery, the chances and the likelihood of you gaining that weight right back, it's almost 100%. I've known persons that have done that, that have had surgery and have had all their weight come back. And it's simply because if you were not disciplined in the first place. Like if this is what you want to do and it's going to make you feel better, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, as long as you learn to become disciplined. And I try to, because I've had people consult me before they've done surgery, and I try to encourage them to let's get on board now, get your nutrition intact now, so that when that happens, you can go ahead and you can jump back in. Because once you have already transformed your body and it was just as easy as that, you're not going to be checking for no diet. Right now, you're just going to be looking at your nice body, and you're just going to go, and
See,
before
that's
you
what I'm
know
saying.
It's going to be right back. Now, in terms of the weight loss pills and other stuff, now, I don't knock supplements simply because I used to sell supplements. I know the benefits of supplements. The problem is when you depend only on supplements. You have people that feel like they only can lose weight by taking fat burners, for example. You can actually turn your body into a fat burning machine by becoming disciplined and eating more often. Just remember the key thing is that it's a lifestyle. And so I tell my clients when they're, and because my clients as well as myself has days when I just don't feel like working out. I'm not interested. We ain't into that today.
Yeah.
And so I tell them to remember it's a lifestyle. And so that when you get depressed or you know you shouldn't, let's say you have 50 pounds to lose. The doctor told you you're overweight. You know, you want to live to see another day, you got to live, you got to lose this. You have kids. And so you decide you're going to join a program or you're going to start eating healthy. And you're doing good all week, and then the weekend comes and you have a boo-boo and you mess up. That's not the end of the world. The minute you realize what you have done, start over, stop yourself, restart over, and just jump back on track. Because it's life happens. It's never going to be perfect, and this is a lifestyle. So once you get into eating properly and working out, you can't do it to say, oh, my goal is to lose 15 pounds and think it's going to start there. You have to maintain that lifestyle. Otherwise, it's gone. Just how you have to eat and put food into your body, you have to maintain. And so you will go ahead and put that weight right back on. And so that's generally the issues with quick fixes and all of that. They just don't last, and that's why they are quick fixes.
Wow. And that's the point I wanted to get at right there, because even with when I joined the boot camp, I remember it was a testimony that happened there, and we were all amazed by it. There was a lady that joined, and she was on the diabetic pills. I think from she was young.
Yeah, well, for a long time.
For a long time, and every time she went to the doctor, they decreased the insulin intake until she was off of it completely. And like that there for me was like a miracle. That was like a testimony. And right there I said to myself, you know what? It is all because of what we eat. Because Nicole, what about people who work out every day but they're not seeing the results? You get what I'm saying?
It's your diet.
It's what you put in your body.
It's always what you put in your body or you're not putting into your body. You can't go wrong. I mean, the reality is you will see people that you can go to the gym and you can leave. You know, you have those people who are avid cardio goers, stay on every elliptical,
every machine,
every treadmill. I mean, just getting in the way, hogging up everything. They're there 2-3 hours. You can leave the gym, take a break, come back a year later, and those same people still there, and they look the exact same way.
I see them all the time.
And you can see them with some of them running on the road too. But the reality is, it's your diet.
Because people believe that if I work out, then I can eat anything.
You know, and I find that women a lot of the times feel that way. And so for me, I actually have to trick my clients into eating healthier. For them, if they're not working out, they're not achieving anything. So I give them a pretty good workout, and I throw in that meal plan in there. And so on the sidelines, I push this meal plan on them. But right now, that's not what's keeping them going. The working out is what's keeping them going. Because at the same time, even though eating healthy is the main thing, this is 80% of it. Listen, you can eat healthy and not exercise, and you're going to see a difference in your body.
Well, I'm a testimony.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah, that's how strong nutrition is. But I find most persons feel like if they're not physically active, they're not able to move around, they feel defeated. It's too hard to be just eating healthy. They need something else going on. And so for me, I indirectly trick my clients into eating healthy. That sounds weird, but that's what I do.
But to me, Nicole, the meal plans are yummy. I think that you give, and that is what got to me, because I was like, you know, people are like, I'm so bored, I don't want to eat this. To eat healthy, you got to eat all of this. And I think that it's balanced, because I even had a plan where I had ice cream.
Yes.
I had Hershey's Kisses the other day.
Yes.
And that was good for me, because here it is, I'm getting a little chocolate in there, I'm getting the ice cream scoop in there. So it's good for me. I mean, but some people, they just see healthy as all the fruits, and fruits have a lot of sugar.
Yeah. So you still have to be careful with that as well. If you're eating too much fruits, that can be bad for you as well. A lot of times I find, persons will go on smoothie cleanses and diets and whatever, and they'll lose, after like 10 days, they're losing like 15 pounds and stuff. That's just water weight. So what's going to happen is when you start eating regular foods, you start introducing foods back into your body, most of that is going to come back on. Because the body retains water naturally. If you're not drinking enough water, your body is going to retain water, believe it or not. People think it's the opposite, but if you're not taking in enough water, you're going to hold on to water. And so what ends up happening is, because they're removing all that sodium and they're cleansing out their body, the feces and all of that, you're going to automatically lose a lot of pounds. But for us, still, a lot of persons who don't get that it's a lifestyle, they have to see that pounds moving on the scale, but that's not really what it's about. Because at the end of the day, the most important things are the non-scale victories. The fact that you couldn't lean over and tie your laces before and you're able to do that now. The fact that you're able to run up and down with your daughter and not get out of breath. The fact that you can walk up a flight of stairs and not feel like you're going to die. You can do 10 jumping jacks and not pass out. These are the things that are important, that are non-scale victories that are more important for me, and I teach my clients to go ahead and embrace those, because sometimes that scaling will be working. You and the scale are not going to be friends.
I learned that because when I first joined you too, Nicole, and I sent you my image, and I said, but I'm not fat. You said that I was skinny fat. What did you mean by I was skinny fat?
Okay, so if you're small, and as you walk, everything, that's what you call skinny
That's
fat.
correct.
Just because you're slim doesn't mean you're healthy. So you don't want, see, when it's firm, right?
Right.
So sometimes if you're small and you touch somebody and your hand sinks in, that can tell you an idea of the body fat that's there. So you don't want that when you walk in, everything is jiggling and you're soft and you're soggy, for a lack of a better word. You want to be nice and firm, and you don't want anything flopping. And so that's what I say when I mean you're skinny fat. And then you want to have that nice toned body. And a lot of times too, persons feel like are afraid to lift, especially women, afraid to lift weights because they feel like
I would look like a man. Yes.
And so I tell them, and I did a little Snapchat thing the other day, and I was like, I lift weights all the time. Do I look like a man?
You do not look like
exactly,
a man.
and I lift weights.
Very feminine.
I lift. My husband kills me in the gym. He kills me in the gym, and so we're there and we're going ham, and I have to be rough and tough and take it and do what I have to do, because at the end of the day, when I suck and don't want to do the exercise, he said, you want this body or what?
That's right.
I say, what? Right. But it's all so that I can, when I step out, I feel good. I feel working out and being slim, not necessarily slim, working out
shape.
and being in shape is sexy to me.
It is.
And for me, I'm married, and so I want to always be attractive to my husband.
Amen.
And so, and then of course, like I say, when I go out, people are like, you work out, eh? And for me, I love that.
Oh yeah. And I know Nicole. I know.
They can see I work out.
I know. I have some comments and questions here. Mia Likes Pineapple says, best coach ever, Desiree from her daughter's account. Vanya's Mover, I think, says, where does she train and how do I sign up?
We can send that information, or do I say that now?
Okay, you can if it's okay.
Well,
because somebody else may be interested.
You can always WhatsApp me. I find a lot of people like WhatsApp.
Okay.
My telephone contact is 457-0130. If you WhatsApp me, you can call me as well. I'm only gonna answer the phone between 9 and 6.
This is true.
Anytime before 9 o'clock and after 6 o'clock, I'm not gonna answer phone calls. You'll get me to answer a WhatsApp. I try to cut off my time because I'm not with my family then.
Right.
Or I'm with my family in the morning, and so I try to dedicate that time with them.
Right.
You have to have a cutoff point.
Yeah.
Right? And so, but if you WhatsApp me, I have all of the information about when. I do offer 2 programs, an outdoor boot camp, which is a 4-week cycle. We run every 4 weeks. We usually have a week break, and then we start up again. And then I have my at-home program. That one is more diverse. It has more, I should say, options. With the outdoor boot camp, you're actually working out with me. I'm training you 3 times per week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 6 to 7 in the evenings. And I'm literally there over you. And then we do meal plans with that. And that meal plan is more customized for the persons, and the persons that are there. Now, the at-home program, it was designed to be cost effective, so it's only $20 for that. You can do that at home in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to go out anywhere. You can actually take the workout to the gym as well. That is only $20. I provide you with a meal plan to follow, but has lots and lots of options. It's Bahamian or Caribbean friendly, so it's things that we eat. It's not just a bunch of asparagus and Brussels sprouts and things that we don't normally eat. And It's ran through Facebook, so you have that group support as well. And the ladies are phenomenal. They're in there and they're posting their workout, their sweaty selfies, their food, everything.
I remember that.
It's a motivational group. It's very motivating. So it's just a matter of either your budget or your time, what you're able to do. I try to keep it as affordable as possible, and I try to give as much options so there's no excuses. Right. And it doesn't matter your weight, because we also have alternate exercises as well.
Yes. So what I'm going to do, because a lot of you are interested in joining Nicole, at the end of the session I will definitely post all of her pages, all of her information, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can find her, telephone number, and you can feel free to reach out to her. She's amazing. I'm telling you, I'm a testimony. I posted a picture before the session. That was me, and I have a goal. I was 230 pounds during my pregnancy, and I was hurt because I tried to maintain this lifestyle pregnant. And Nicole said to me that, just live, and we'll get back at it.
It's too much.
We'll get back at it. But Scroll 1970 says best coach. Forever Shan says definitely one of the best coaches out there. Love you, mother. Everybody may be saying why they call it Nicole mother. But she is the mother of the boot camp women, all right? Fit Chef J says mind over matter. Miss Triple M again says Nicole Richie Bootcamp. Hit her up on Instagram. Oh, so she giving all the information. Bonnie242 says inspiration and body goals. Hashtag brick house. Sunshine says the struggle is real, but Nicole keeps me encouraged every time. I love you. Fit Chicks in the house. Samantha is here. Hey Sam says hi Nicole and Kiki. Bonnie242 says 80% diet, 20% workout. Correct. Sunshine says yes, the meal plans are practical. Juju Locke says, what if you want to gain weight and stay fit? My issue is I want to gain weight and also gain muscle. Help me.
Okay, so the thing about that is that like everything else, with muscle building, it's diet again. If you're somebody that's naturally slim, it's different things you would have to do to your diet. You may have to increase your carbohydrate intakes. You may have to increase your protein intake. And then if you're somebody looking for muscles, of course, you would need to join a gym. So you would need to be somewhere where you're lifting that iron. And then you have, with anything, when you're doing lifting weights, what you're actually doing during the process is tearing your muscle down. And so there's a process afterward where you have to rebuild and you have to heal the muscle. So that's when that feeding and the nutrition portion of it comes in. So they would work out with their trainer, and then once they're feeding their body properly, she should be able to see results. And of course that's not a norm, but I have had clients that have wanted to gain weight, and generally you can do that. You can increase what you can increase how many times you're eating, all those different stuff. So it just depends. It's still diet.
All right.
Still down to your diet.
So that's your answer, Juju. Candy K says, interesting. I was going to try that green smoothie challenge. Isn't that the detox thing?
Yeah, it's good for detoxing the body because like I said, what you're doing is you're eliminating all the salt and all these different stuff out of your diet. So you're pulling toxins out, but you take in toxins from the air you breathe, the things you touch, the food you eat. Right. So that's going to always happen. So what you'll find a lot of times is that anytime you're doing a detox, it makes you go to the bathroom, so you're passing as well as you're urinating, and then you notice you're feeling lighter, you're feeling better about yourself because you are detoxing the body. Right. The issue with it is that it's a good, I actually do it with my clients at least twice a year, so they can go ahead and detox. But once you start to actually eat healthy, the body starts to naturally detox itself right away. So it's not that you have to go, because I find that a lot of women will say, I need to detox first. I need to detox before I go on a diet. No. The minute you start eating clean, your body's going to naturally go ahead and detox itself. Usually for the Christmas session of my online program, we do a detox and cleansing stuff so that we can give them a jump start, because it could also jump start your weight loss as well, to cleanse the body. But the reality
And you said you're doing this for the Christmas.
Yeah. Normally I have, the at-home program, I do that's every 3 weeks as well. So normally right before the Christmas session, we go ahead and we do that because everybody want to look and feel a little good before Christmas.
Yes.
And so we would do that, but I always give my clients it's a little jump start to give you the boost you need. But the reality is, a lot of it is water weight. And so what I tell them too is that, okay, you lost 10 pounds this week, do not expect to lose 10 pounds next week. And that's usually what ends up happening. They would get depressed if they see the next week comes and they don't lose another 10 pounds.
Right.
Which is why I try not to do too many of the green smoothie cleanses and stuff like that, because it sets unrealistic hope and goals inside your mind. You're expecting to lose another 10 pounds the next week. It's just not realistic.
Right. Forever Blessed says, I was on a seafood only diet and lost over 30 pounds, but started to get really sick.
Now I don't know.
What is a seafood diet?
I guess she's basically just only eating, I guess, crawfish, fish, or it depends on whatever she's eating. Only things that comes out of the sea, and it depends on what else she is doing. If she's still not getting how her nutrition isn't balanced, it can make you sick. Like anything else, though. If your diet isn't balanced, you can get sick. So she's probably eating lobster and fish and things like that. Maybe shrimp, things like that. Just staying away from actual meaty products like pork and all those different things. But the reality is, if your diet is imbalanced, more than likely you will get sick. But that's with anything.
Wow. Pete Munning says, hi, Becky. Nika's here. Hey, Sin Major. Everybody's hashtagging boot camp babes. Yes, I am happy to be a boot camp babe. All of the boot camps babes are in the house tonight. Nakia says, Nicole Richie online at home. Busy wife. Oh my God. You know, everybody is here actually giving all the information for Nicole tonight. Miss Richardson says, love the at-home challenge. Is she I think she's probably a part of your at-home challenge. Samantha says, one of the best decisions I made was joining boot camp. Hey, I can speak to that. Fit Chef Jay says, being with her almost 3 years, best coach ever. Nakia says, yes, definitely one of the best lifestyle decisions was joining her program. Nakia again says, Mama Bear. Candy K says, thank you for the answer. And Forever Blessed says, no meat. So Nicole, talk to us. There's a few tools or things that you use that I'm a testament. It works for me. I'm talking about the waistband. I had a lot of people asking me about the waistband. Now for me that just had a baby, well, a year ago, I had 230 pounds. There was a lot. You saw my photos.
Yes,
there was a lot of meat in the front of me. I was very concerned about that. But I invested in this waistband. Tell us about the waistband, Nicole, and how effective it is and the testimonies that you've gotten from it, because a lot of people have asked me, and I think they come in different sizes as well.
Yes.
But I want Nicole to explain this waistband, how often you use it, because you don't have to put no gel on either. You just wear the band, right?
Okay, here's the deal, right? Because I'm a mommy, and I know I've had 2 cesareans, 2 C-sections. And so for me, they told me that after I have the babies, I'm supposed to automatically drop 10 pounds, right? Okay,
wow.
That didn't happen. Okay, so my first time trying on my pair of jeans, because in my mind already I had this baby, this jeans gonna fit back on and come back. And listen to me, when I went and tried on those jeans, and that evening, budge,
depression,
I started hollering, and I cried the entire day, and I hated the way my belly looked. And I think the majority of, I'll tell you, if I have 100 people ask me a question, 90% of those people are going to be asking me what I could do about my belly. What's going to happen? If I could just lose my belly, my legs ain't too big or this or whatever. And so my husband and I,
Sky is literally undressing the gold.
My husband and I, we decided that I spoke with him about it, and he feels my pain because, you know, he knows my little struggles, right?
Right.
And so we decided we wanted to go ahead. That's okay, Sky.
Everybody's
okay,
Sky is here and she's
go.
interrupting. Oh God.
So we decided that we wanted to go ahead and produce something that would actually work. And so, listen, no, however, it's the Body by J. Cole band. This is our logo here. However, it is just an aid. It's not a miracle. It is not. If you have a tummy, that means you have an imbalance and you need to change your diet. And so what we did was we went ahead and this band took about almost a little over a year for us to actually get tested. Like I would be in the gym and people didn't know what I was doing, but I was in the gym testing it out. We did a lot of back and forth with the design, trying to figure out what was the best way to have it, make sure that you can wear it under your clothing. So with this band, this material here, I don't know if you guys can see, But this material here, it's thermogenic material. So what it does is it stimulates fat burning around the belly. You can wear the band all day under your clothing. You can sleep in it. You can work on it. You can lounge around the house, do chores. And while you're doing that, it's actually activating, you're activating heat under there. And so it's forcing you to sweat. And sweat in turn leads to fat loss, okay? And so what we've done is gone ahead and designed something that was comfortable. And this band literally sells itself. I don't have to advertise it much because it gets a lot of referrals. Women will wear it, men wear it, everybody I actually had a client today. He sent me a picture, he sent me his before pictures again, and his belly literally was out here. It looks like, it's almost like he had a hematoma. It was big. Wow. And today he literally has no stomach. He wears his band at work under his clothes. And so men are wearing it as well. You can wear it all day under your clothing. No one will know. Once your shirt is like loose fitting like this, no one will know. And so we got this, and we've gotten pretty good results. It is $69.99. This is the regular size. It fits up to 42 inches. So we started off with this. And after the ladies, the plus size ladies, wanted a band themselves, they wanted something to help them as well. Right. We came up with the larger size. So the purple, don't worry about that. I got you, Sky. You can come down. Don't worry about Sky.
Skylar is having a time with Nicole.
My baby's singing this young right into that song. But so the plus size, it actually fits up to 55 inches. So it's much more coverage for the ladies that are bigger and still need the help as well.
So that's for bigger people.
That's for the bigger ladies. So it fits. This one fits up to 55 inches, and the regular one fits up to 42 inches. And then we've also designed the pants as well, because you have ladies, right? Who want their thighs? Who want their thighs?
The gun casing and all that stuff.
So right now, the only color it comes in is this with the red lining. We've had a lot of requests from the ladies if they could have it all black, because they want to be able to wear it a little more. And so we're looking into that as well. Wow. But this is basically just a pants version of the band.
And it does the same thing.
Yeah, it does the same thing. Same thing. So it's pretty good products. Like I say, it sells itself. Once one person wears it, they know. And I get comments and feedback from clients all the time saying they loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I tried it once my name is on there. I'm going to try it and make sure that it's actually going to do
before you put it out there. I remember you said that to me. I remember. Miss Gigi242 says, what can someone like me do who doesn't have time for the gym, but I want to get fit?
Right, that's where my at-home program comes in. That's designed for persons like that, because at the end of the day, you have to find time. So my persons like that who are very busy, they usually work out early in the morning. And because you don't have to get out of your house and go anywhere, you can just turn on, go to your smartphone, your laptop, whatever, go right to the workout that I posted, whatever I'm recommending for you to do that day, and you go ahead and you do that exercise right in the comfort of your own home, your living room, your bedroom, wherever it is. So, and that's another thing what I teach us to do. I teach you how to find time as well. Because at the end of the day, if you don't find time for you, you're in trouble. Wow. Because if you're killing yourself out for work, when you get sick, guess what's going to happen? They're going to replace you. Is that it? That's
absolutely,
it.
Absolutely.
You need to be there for your family.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Raquel says, Coach Becky in the house, best online home challenge, tested, tried, proven chicks, rock the journey to a healthy lifestyle. Sin again says, get you a Body by J. Cole band, money well spent, no regret. Hey, over there. Techie says, Body by J. Cole. Plus size bands, rock, Techie says. Yes. Nakia says, the bands on everything, sweating bullets with that band pants. Well, I'll tell you, I wear my band. You know, Nicole said to me, even if you could wear it to bed, but of course you got to get your husband's approval.
Exactly.
So, you know, some nights when I know I'm not, you know, I just wear my band, and I wear it to work every day. I mean, I do everything in it, because as for me, I eat with Nicole now. I don't work out, but I haven't even worked out yet. But I've dropped a lot of weight. Well, the first time I've dropped 40. Yeah. But I'm way down. I actually weighed 230. I'm now at 155. Right.
And I honestly don't encourage her to go on the scale too much. Because it can be a little discouraging, especially if you feel like in your mind you should be 120 pounds. You know that kind of way?
Right.
And so I try to just ask her to measure by her clothing and how she feels.
And that's been happening.
Yeah.
But Nicole, explain this because the scale is a trick. We're so on time, but if you have any comments, you can bring the questions in quickly. I remember you ran me from the scale because I had a question. Why would somebody, me and someone, we would weigh the same amount of pounds, but they look smaller than me?
It's all about how much body fat you have and versus how much they have. They may have more, like I said, more muscle tone than you, and their body just may be built differently. And so you can't compare. You can look at 5 or 6 different people all weighing 130 pounds, but they all look different.
I prove that.
Yeah, they all look different, and then height has something to do with it. All of that plays a role in it.
Wow. Richardson says she not only sells a product or provides a service, she also fosters a family environment. That is absolutely true. I was sharing with my makeup artist earlier that Nicole has a strategy, but it's like, you know, everybody gets in this fit game, right? And it's about the mighty dollar. But what I've learned about Nicole was it was not about the money, because I noticed that when she comes to camp, you know, she's about progress. And it gets to her if you're not going to follow it. Because I remember when I first signed up, it was in August. I saw a photo of Nicole online in a swimsuit. I think she was in a competition. And I was like, Freddie, oh my God, Nicole looks amazing. And so I was like, I'm going to reach out to her and ask her what she was doing. And so when I called on to her, she was like, do you want to sign up? I said, yes. She said right away, but don't waste my time. And so I said that to say that it's not about the money for Nicole. It's a passion, and she's more interested in you know, the progress and the success. And so, you know, I see everyone is popping up around with these things, but some people are just in it because, you know, because as of late, I'm not knocking anybody, but as of late, you have a lot of personal trainers all around the place. I was kind of confused one day. I went to the gym and this really big lady was training this small lady, and I was like, this don't work for me. Because, you know, what sold Nicole's camp to me was the way she looked. You know, because I think that's a seller itself. I mean, the way you look is enough for someone to say, I want to look like this woman. And I know that you get that all the time.
I do. And but believe it or not, it's a lot of, it puts a lot of pressure on me. But at the same time, it keeps me accountable, because even though I'm the coach and I coach 1 million people, well, not 1 million, I'm speaking it.
Yes.
But even though I coach a lot of persons, if my husband wasn't there for me, I would probably, y'all don't know. The hell that y'all give me, I give him.
I know, Nicole.
So, you know, everybody's in the, Cole, I do this, or mother this, and I get it, and then I'm like that with him. So believe it or not, even I have it together for everybody else. But for me, he's kind of my guiding light in terms of when I'm not feeling like, just 2 days ago, I said, man, I feel fat today. I don't look good. And he was like, girl, that's your nerve, yeah?
Right.
Let's go. What just, stop complaining. Come do something about it then. And I'm like, I said, you don't have nice ways. He said, that's too bad. You're going to do this work today, though. And so, for me, I believe that you should at least look the part. I've had my time now. Now, when I stopped competing, because I'm judging now, when I stopped competing, I had an issue of trying to find balance between being extreme and living everyday life and being able to apply that to my own life, what I teach my clients. Because I can tell you, anybody that comes to me, I can teach you how to do it, I can convince you, I can motivate you. It's always harder when it comes to yourself.
Right.
And so for me, I had to find balance on how I'm going to be able to still do like I teach my clients, live, eat the things I want, and still be healthy at the same time. And so for me, through my clients as well, it's been a learning process. And so I've had my times when my weight has fluctuate. And I had a lady one time, she hadn't seen me in a while. She said, "Jeez, you put on a lot of weight, eh?" I was so
depression.
Depressed. Oh, my God. That was it.
Oh.
I was so depressed. Some people just don't know what to say.
Yes, and it hits
so,
the nerve.
Right, and so I find that with coaching, you have a lot of people's lives in your hands, and it's nothing to play with. People's self-esteem is a serious thing. And so sometimes I want to round my clients out and tell them off, because I just said to you yesterday, do not eat this for dinner, or do not do this, blah, blah, blah. And here they go again, but poor them. They thinking they doing the right thing. So I have to know how to say, all right, now, good job. Now, if this was for lunch, this would be perfect, or whatever the case may be. And so I found that through my years of being in the business, that you have to have a real passion for it, and you have to know how to deal with persons. And so I think a lot of the relationships I've built is because I try to build a relationship with my clients, and I try to encourage them, and I try to be as real as possible. Because real people don't want to eat broccoli and green beans all the time. We don't want to do that.
This is true.
We want a little cocktails sometimes. We want some pizza.
Yep.
We want whatever we want.
Yep.
And so that was my goal. Let's be able to have what we want, but let's be able to do it sensibly.
What about people that love sushi?
Girl, I just came to see Fun Sushi.
Oh, God.
That's my spot. Listen.
Oh, Lord.
But the thing, you just have to know it's all about balance. It's all about, if you know you're going to see Fun Sushi tonight, try to be decent all day.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. They say prayers for the biscuit, strong tower of strength. Cassidy, hey Cassie, says let's pray for power. Jonathan, so people here are really feeling it for you. But how do you balance, Nicole? I mean, because you not only train women here in the Bahamas, you are now international and Caribbean wide.
I do. I have clients. I encourage them to join my at-home program. So I have clients in the U.S., all throughout the Caribbean as well. And I've been featured in another magazine in Barbados.
Yes.
And I was surprised that they reached out to me. I didn't know I was that. I said,
oh, I bragged about that. I bragged about that.
And I take it just as every day, like how I would do with anybody that's here. Women all around the world have the same issues, you know. We all insecure about something.
Yes.
We're women. We all build the same. It doesn't matter where we're from. Yeah. We all have that in common. And so you would find that. And so what I would do is just introduce myself, and I'll share a story or two. And I usually find I get clients I don't cut up with when it comes to taking on new clients. If you are ready, I will take you on. If I feel like you're not ready, I'm not going to give you the time.
Don't waste my time.
No, because the reality is that I don't feel like I should tell you need to be healthy. I feel like you should know that. And when you know that you should be healthy, guess what? You're going to follow everything I have to say. When you still are questioning everything, you're not going to do it. And so it's a waste of time for both of us. Mentally, if you're not willing that battle, it's a waste of time.
So Nicole, do you still have people in the camp that says, Mother, I don't feel like eating asparagus this week?
Every day.
I know that I could be real.
I just come from boot camp.
Oh,
I just left here and came from boot camp, and everybody was tired, and I said, why y'all tired? Y'all ain't really do nothing today. And Mother, don't do it today. Don't do it, Mother. And they rowing me. I say exercising, they rowing me and Jonathan.
Wow.
They say we're conspiracy.
Yeah,
but that's okay. We getting that. They getting body.
Because Jonathan say, y'all want these legs or what? And then you start to burn. And
exactly. So they can row. All they want to row, but they're going to do that work.
Supreme K says, you want this body or what?
Exactly.
Boot camp babes. Miss Beautiful Braun says, in my mind, I want to lose weight, but my body on a different run. Nakia says, yeah, Mr. Biscuit. Gigi242 says, all this workout talk is making, Sky, yeah, she's getting miserable now. Okay, so people are having a conversation in here. What are your thoughts on diet pills? I think you were talking about that earlier. Someone is asking, what are your thoughts on diet pills?
Still, everything goes back to nutrition. You can take all the pills you want and lose 60, 70 pounds in a week. If you do not get your nutrition together, you will put back on the weight. That's just the reality. Supplements are designed to be an aid.
But you can't live like that.
Yeah, they're designed to be an aid. It's not designed to be constantly take. Now, you could take stuff like natural supplements like CLA, L-carnitine, those stuff that help to keep the metabolism boosted. But diet pills, so to speak, I mean, how long you can be on them? How many of them are you going to try? And so people just get tired after a while of trying things and they just give up. And a lot of people just don't have the willpower. I think, though, the main thing that we miss is it is a lifestyle. If you get that in your head, when you mess up today, you're going to be okay. You're going to jump back on board and you're going to continue where you left off.
What's a good marker for somebody to, for me, I motivate myself by looking at my pictures way back. And every now and again, Nicole, you would shoot a photo over to me of before. And that would really strike a nerve in me. And I would be like, you know, I got to get this body back together. And I'm in my closet every day trying on a pair of jeans because I'm trying to figure out, is this really working? But I've seen a lot of progress. And I really have not even started working out yet. I'll be honest with you. And I know that you said to me that even if you just do it 15 minutes a day, just do some jumping jacks, just once a week, if you just start somewhere. But you know, I don't know. I'm trying to find a balance. I'm eating, but it's just trying to find that when am I going to get this workout in?
So now back to, so this is what has to happen. You have to find that time to sacrifice. You know it's not going to happen in the evening. It's not. Mommy duties kicking in, husband duties it's not gonna happen. So what happens now is that what got me into it, I started when Jonathan and the girls and stuff were asleep, then I would get up like a half an hour earlier before they would get up. I'd be quiet, sneaking out of bed or set myself up the night before, and I would get up before they got up and at least got something in like that. And that way that's what started it. And so right now, if I go to work out now, my daughter want to be there working now.
Oh, well,
she's in the way and you know, Mommy, can I do it? And I really want to be like, no, you can't. But you know, what can you say? And so the best thing I tell persons, especially if you have a busy day, just get up a little bit earlier. Yeah, okay, you may have to be at work for 6 o'clock, and so you get up at 5:30 or 5 o'clock, for example.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start getting up at 4:30. Stop making excuses. If you want it, you're going to make it happen. Just get up earlier. That's all. Yes, it's going to be hard at first. But if you really want it, and guess what? Your day is going to go so much better from working out early in the morning.
It sure does.
Yeah.
It sure does. It sets the pace. Glamour Dolls 242 says, hey, Nicole, honey. Legos by Jay says, this is Juju using Jay's page. Maybe you know that person?
Yes.
Oh, Freddie says 4:30 a.m. and he's laughing.
Yeah, he's
my husband was never but I think for him, because he was never a morning person. Mm-hmm. But my husband, we got time? Okay, they let me the time. They let me know the time. Okay, so Nicole, how does your kids fit in? I mean, you being a fit fanatic, your husband a fit fanatic. How does the kids play in that? Do they eat healthy? Do you allow them to be kids? Do they work out? What do you do with them?
They do pretty much whatever I do. And so if I'm eating, I couldn't even eat my egg whites and peas this morning.
Neither can I with Sky.
Exactly. And so they do what you do. Most of the time, if you see a child that's overweight, mm-hmm. their parent is overweight. It's I don't think I've ever actually seen a child that is overweight and has a slim parent. It's very rare because children mimic what they see their parents doing. I don't have to tell my kids to work out. They see me doing it, they want to do it. It's to the point now where, like I said, I have to sneak, and I started getting up in the mornings and doing my little cardio at home, and now my daughter wants to get up at 5:30 in the morning. She comes and wakes
Which
me
one?
up.
Because
Jordan.
Okay.
No, the baby don't want to get up. She's not a morning person. But if she wakes up and she comes and she sees us exercising, that's all day for her. She's a little energized.
And what about your son?
He's not so much into exercising, but he'll eat what I eat.
Well, that is good.
Yeah, he'll eat what I eat. He's more he's into computers and stuff like that. But nah, he sees me eating healthy and me and his dad. I think he's trying to swing us though. But like if his daddy eating some steak and eggs and whatever, he will follow that. But the girls, they want to do whatever they see mommy do. You have to be an example to your kids.
Yeah.
Set it for them. Like I said, the reality is you just have to make the time. If you drop down sick, you're no use to your family, your job, anybody.
This
find
is true.
the time.
And then sickness start to come in.
Yeah, and you bet it's better now than to regret it and have to pay the bills later.
Yeah. So Nicole, talk to me. This is 2 last questions.
Okay.
You've been trailblazing. You now do competitions all over the world. You're not competing, but you're a judge.
Yes.
And you made the papers. I saw where you were the first woman. Explain that to us.
I think I still am. Yes, I am the first international IFBB judge. And so what that means is that when it comes to fitness, all of these shows, fitness and bodybuilding shows that you see, I'm able to go anywhere in the country and I can judge these athletes in the world.
In the world, that's right.
My last show was in Aruba. And the good part about it is I get to travel.
Yes,
it's my
on
passion.
vacation and enjoy it.
And so I judged in Colombia as well. And then this year coming up, I plan to be to a lot of the shows as well. It is my hobby. Oh, and my husband joined me as well. So
I
we
saw
are
that,
both
yes. Everybody give Pa some love. Jonathan is now part of it. I saw when he got back.
We are both international judges for fitness. I think you just graduate and go to different levels. For me, I'm to the point in my life where when you set a goal, you want to do that and conquer that. I've done that. I've transformed my body, and I was able to get these abs and do all of that. And now I wanted to get more into helping persons. And so for me, it's not so much about competing anymore. It does take a lot of family time, a lot of time away from your family as well, and a lot of money. So I found that there was another way to get back into it, and I love helping people. So I'm able to help persons and our athletes here by actually, the more shows I judge, I get more information, how to help our athletes, tell them what's the latest things happening. And then it makes me feel good about myself as well. And so that's pretty much where my career is heading in terms of fitness. There's different levels of that as well. So one day, maybe I'll go further. And I mean, they have new categories coming out every day. And I say, Jonathan, man, you think I can make it? But I'm not that disciplined. Not anymore, no.
What is your goal, Nicole, with how many people you want to train? I mean, what's your goal? Is it a limit on how many people come? Or?
I push my online program a lot because I can reach more persons. I generally don't really advertise my outdoor boot camp as much because the smaller that group is, the better for me because I have more hands-on experience with my clients. I had gotten up to a point where boot camp, before I did the online program, boot camp had 80 to 100 girls at each cycle. So you can imagine writing customized diets.
I think that was the time I was there,
people.
And everybody was looking for that.
And listen to me. Every Tuesday, my brain used to be on overload because everybody has to go to food store first. Everybody has to do this. Kiki, no.
I know.
Everybody. Kiki say, Cole, now you know.
I try to be the first in there.
Listen to me.
I know.
Everybody have the first. Everybody catching a ride, so they need to go to food store. Everything you can think of. And so boot camp now generally has about 25 to 30 people when it's a good cycle. Sometimes we have an average of about 20 people every cycle, and that will fluctuate depending on if a person or two joins. But generally, I try to promote the online program simply because I can reach more persons like that.
Right.
And then it's affordable.
It is. It is. It was too wide for me to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
some people need that one-on-one.
But I've seen a lot of results, and you got to visit Nicole's page so that you can see what we are talking about. There are people that are not on the customized plans, and they're on the $20 plan, and I've seen, amazing. Especially Krishan.
Yes.
I know her personally, and she really was determined because she was really big.
Yes.
But she looks amazing now. Amazing. So you really got to go to Nicole's page to see what we are talking about. 4242 says, Power Couple. I'm going on to my last question for Nicole, so if you have it, I'll resend it. Techie says, yeah, don't compete. We can't take that version of mother.
That's the scary
Mika
version.
says, no, sir. Samantha says, we can't take it. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, because honey,
you do get real cruel.
Oh, yeah, you get cranky. You can imagine. No carbs.
I know.
So that's just vegetables and meat.
I know.
Honey.
I've been around with that. I really don't think anyone wants that.
Why open my business out there?
But for Nicole, for people who are concerned, the people that joined us tonight, they really, are approaching the season of a lot of eating. I think Thanksgiving is coming, plenty turkey, ham, and all that stuff. And then we got the Christmas, plenty eggnog and sweet stuff, and crab and everything. Mm-hmm. What do you think? What would you say to us? Because we always start off New Year, new rules, and it ain't really the New Year, new rules kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Oh, we can eat healthy, but we should start from December. What do you recommend? Do you give your fit camp off days even on holidays?
Yeah, we usually work up until the week of Christmas. Because the reality is ain't nobody going to do nothing the week of Christmas. I keep it real, and I ain't interested in y'all the week of Christmas either. So what we do is we usually we try to be as good as we can until that week comes. And I still always tell them, listen, Christmas is only one day, and I know you have a lot of parties and stuff, but just keep that in mind so that as you're going through the week, you watch what calories you take. Not calories per se, but you watch how you're eating so that you don't regret it at the end of this Christmas season. Because you're going to stress me out. And we get just be mindful of, it's all about portion control and watching what you're putting in.
Let me tell you a little secret with Nicole. If you are soon to be bride, please see Nicole. She will have you looking the best ever in your wedding dress. I lost so much weight that my dress was falling off the morning of my wedding. I was scared.
Yeah.
Because I was fitting every minute, but the dress kept falling. But I looked really good. My arms were really fit. Everybody come back in, come back in. Okay, the hearts are coming across the screen. The hearts are coming in. So everybody is here. Everybody's back here. So we are wrapping up. So Nicole is basically saying that during the Christmas season, she's not going to fool herself. That's right, Bonnie. Give Kiki more time. She's not going to fool herself and have you all eating on the meal plan, because everybody gonna want cheesecake, everybody gonna want carrot cake, everybody gonna want rum cake. Tadia says, look at you, coach. Everybody's here for Nicole tonight. Yes, give Kiki more time. But you know, like she said, and that's keeping it real. I mean, I think it's unrealistic to give somebody a meal plan over the Christmas holiday. I'm not even gonna try. I think Nicole could, she might as well just tell me, Kiki, have your way, because I'm gonna get the plan. But I'm not sure.
That week, it's not realistic. As long as I've instilled in you what you need to know, you're still going to be conscious about it, really, believe it or not. And if you go overboard and you just get out of control, no worries. Life happens. You're going to jump right back on and you get it going again in the new year and stress us.
The new year, new rules. So Nicole, last question. What should our plate look like on a daily basis? I mean, I'm not on your plan. I'm talking to somebody who's not on your plan.
You want to always have a balanced meal. So you want to have your protein. You want to have your vegetables, and then you can have carbohydrates, which is carbs is anything that's not meat, that's not fruits, that's not vegetables. So I mean rice, pastas, potatoes, things like that. You can have those things, but you want it, and you want to control that portion. So you want to have, if it can fit in the cup of your hand, that should be fine in terms of your meat. That's about 3 to 4 ounces of meat, if it can fit in the palm of your hand. As far as your carbohydrates, you want to have, let's say you could split your plate into 3. So you can split that into 3. This side can be, the biggest side can be vegetables. So the other 2 halves, 1 half can be meat, and the next half can be your rice, pasta, whatever it is that you want there. That's generally the guideline of how, and then of course you can have healthy fats. You can get that from almonds, coconut oil, peanut butter, avocados, things like that. Healthy fats help to burn fat. So those are the things that you want to have on your meal, on your plate. And of course you want to start with eating the vegetables or the salad first. Then you want to go to your protein, and then you want to go to your carbs. By the time you get to your carbs, you're going to pretty much be kind of full, and so you won't overindulge in that. But what generally happens is we eat in the opposite direction. We want to eat all the pasta or rice first, then we're going to pizza over our meat. We're going to pizza over our meat, and then we're going to have milk. We're going to leave most of the veggies on our plate.
And how often should we eat a day? How often should
you should be eating at least 3 times, at least breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Now, if you're like me, I didn't really understand what that meant until I got into this. The reason you want to have breakfast every morning is because when you go to sleep at night, your metabolism shuts down. When your metabolism shuts down, that means you're not burning any fat. The only way to wake that metabolism up so that you're burning fat is to refuel your body by eating. So if you go and you miss breakfast and you wait all morning, you miss breakfast and you wait until lunchtime, all night and all morning when you could have been burning fat, nothing is happening. So breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's going to jumpstart your metabolism, get your body going. And yes, you need carbohydrates. It's not the enemy like everyone thinks. Carbohydrates is designed to fuel your body for energy. If you, and this is why you find if you're only eating the fruits or the greens and stuff like that, you feel weak and cranky because you're actually depriving your body of its energy source. So you need those carbs first thing in the morning. If that's a slice of toast, then that's fine. But you want to have those carbs. You don't want to only be having tuna and a piece of fruit. No, you need to have a balanced diet.
So Raquel says, "Hiya, Coach. You ain't missing a beat. The Munchkins are tuning in." Nakia says, "By the way, you ladies look lovely. Thank you." Tadia says, "My hands are big." Any more comments? Oh, Raquel says, "My coach better than your coach." Yes. I love to read these comments. And Tadia says, does trifle up with veggies first for real. Yeah, we like to go to the meat first.
Yeah,
That's
that's the way we do, and it needs to be the opposite way. It's small things. Everything is one day at a time, one step at a time. You didn't put the weight on overnight, so it's not going to come off overnight.
Right.
But if you're consistent with your efforts, you will see a difference. So today you may have had a bad day. You didn't eat all your meals. You had too much to drink. You had this. You had that bamboo. It happens.
And the wine drinkers.
And the wine. Oh yeah, and I prefer red wine rather than white. White tends to be too sweet. At least you're gonna get some antioxidants in from the red wine.
And I heard the doctor said that a glass of wine is really not bad.
Yes, one of my clients had wine on that bar last week.
Yes, and guess what? I didn't know and get no play. But I enjoyed tonight, everyone. If you enjoyed tonight, send some hearts across the screen. I really appreciate fermented grapes.
Yes, that's wine fermented grapes.
Yes. I really appreciate Nicole coming on my session tonight. And, I remember reaching out to her and saying I wanted you to come on. And I know that it would have been amazing, and it's just so good that she's coming on now that we are approaching the eating season, not Christmas season. And so now I hope that tonight you were inspired, you were empowered, you got the information that you needed. Of course, you may want to join Nicole. You may be interested in purchasing some of the tools here, the pants and the waistbands. I am telling you, my tummy is going in, and I ain't do a sit-up yet. So like I say, if my husband allows me, I wear it in the nighttime too. I just be sweating.
I can make sure I did put it in that
yes,
night.
Did.
If you're not going to get put out of bed.
That's it, because
you could
I don't want my husband to ask me where I go with this girdle in the nighttime.
Thank you.
I really appreciate Nicole being here tonight. Thanks to her husband for being here as well. I think next time I'm going to bring them on. I'm going to let them talk as a couple because they are really a power team. I mean, someone said that earlier. They're really a power couple. They connected into a purpose. And I mean, they're just soaring and they love one another. Everybody, when you get on up here, you see what I mean. And everybody, his name is the Biscuit, okay? and she's Mother and Becky, and he's the Biscuit. But that go deep. But once you follow her, you get to understand how all of this works. So any final thing you want to say, Nicole, before we sign off?
I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. Thank you to my munchkins, my boot camp babes, all of my fans. You guys are amazing. I did not realize the power that I had and the difference that I was making in person's lives, especially women. Yes. It's very empowering. It's very touching. And when they say, oh my God, you're Nicole Richardson. I'm like, Jonathan, this lady was so excited to see me.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, and I'm just blushing because I don't know what to say, and it's heartwarming every single time.
Yes.
And I do believe that this is one of my gifts from God.
It is.
It is my passion. And I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful to everybody. Thank you, Kiki, because I already said, what am I going to say?
Yeah, we had this whole conversation,
and
right.
She was like, you don't worry, you know. I said, Kiki,
just talk. Just talk.
And I'm thankful that I did come. So thank you, everybody, for, thank you, Kel. Thank you, everybody, Berta, everybody, Tadia. I appreciate it. Nico.
Cassie, Techie,
all my boot
Sam,
girls,
all the boot camp girls in the house
Jaquel,
tonight.
Thank
yes,
you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate it. Love everybody.
Oh, wow.
And thank you to my biscuit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we thank the Biscuit. The Biscuit is here. Like I said, Jonathan, do you want to say hi to everybody? Do you want to see her Biscuit?
My Biscuit.
Just down in the back of us. There is the Biscuit.
That's my trainer, y'all. That's my trainer. He's keeping me together.
Awesome couple, awesome connection. A beautiful team, very motivating, very inspiring. I thank God for them. They've made a difference in my life. And, like I say, Nicole and I went way back, and I trust her. To trust her from the playground to now is amazing. She's, oh, look at Jonathan. We won't go there. But everyone's showing some love for the Biscuit now. And so, as you know, everyone, this is the last Faith Talk session for the year 2017. Techie says, hey, Pa. This is the last session for me, so to everyone that joins me every Wednesday, it will no longer be a Wednesday anymore until January. We'll come back with the reunion of everyone that has sat on this couch with me and had a faith talk. We'll hear the testimonies. Probably even Nicole, some things may change. I don't know. Our journey may switch up a bit, but we may check her out and see what's been happening.
No.
Christmas, who knows?
Well, Jonathan, a biscuit
No,
says.
we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen. So we're gonna keep our girls, our fit chicks together, and so that during that week, even if they're naughty, they're gonna surprise everybody. They're not gonna be too bad.
Oh, last question. Is there any fit camp? You know, we used to have the little parties and we used to pick out, what we used to call it? When we used to
The
go
social,
out.
boot camp
Yeah,
social.
the boot camp social.
Yeah,
do
we
you still do that?
Yeah, we do.
Is anything happening for the Christmas?
Probably.
Well, let me know. I want to step out there. I'm a boot camp check. I'm still there. I'm not working out, but I'm still there. But once again, thank you everyone that joined me every Wednesday who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I see someone popped up and they said that they were late. No worries. This session will be replayed next week, Thursday, on my YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe so that you can be notified. But of course, I will miss you all. I'll pop in with videos, but that is the end of Faith Talk for the year 2017. Of course, it's balanced. I have to rest. It takes a lot of work doing all of this. Preparing and being all of that, you understand? So I love it, but I gotta take a time out. So in January we will be back. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you once again, Nicole. Thank you, Jonathan, and thank you everyone out there. Have a beautiful Christmas and Thanksgiving and pig out until January. Goodbye.